There we go. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Welcome to the show. It's your favorite night of the week to talk politics. I know it is. Don't lie to me. Even if you hate us, you love to come Thursday nights at 9:30 p.m. Central just to hate on these two Christian nationalists that think they know everything about politics, and we do. But we love you guys here as well. I'm having a great Thursday. Alex, my co-host, how are you doing tonight?
Tired and busy, but thankful. And just trying to survive in this economy and maybe buy a house one day for my family. But other than that, doing great.
Right on. Well, grab yourself a coffee. We got illegals. A new story: illegals were caught voting in elections. You know, the thing that they said never happens. We got some ANTIFA members that were convicted. We got CIA weather control. Used to be tinfoil hat conspiracy theory. Got a new story about that. Got all kinds of stuff for you today. So buckle up, folks. But first, like we always do, I got some goodies to roll through to begin the day. Now, Alex, it's been said that men are simple creatures, and that we are amused by the silliest things. And unfortunately, I think I have to agree with that assessment due to this current video that I'm about to show you. I don't know when you were a young lad. Is that how you?
No, when I was a jit.
Is that how you and the homies would hang out Saturday nights, pretending to be frogs with your shadows?
Yeah.
Frogger.
Maybe after partaking in some things underage children should not have been partaking in. Definitely after that. But this gives me like Spy Kids vibes. All the thumbs in Spy Kids.
Yeah, goofy. Teenagers do goofy things. I did as well. And yeah, maybe after partaking in things not supposed to take a part of. Now, Alex, I know that you know how to throw hands. I've been learning how to throw hands, because there's situations that come up in life where you might be just coming out of a store and you just get attacked by someone or something you don't know, and you got to be ready to defend yourself and your family. And honestly, I think we have a good example of that here that I have found on why you need to be ready at a moment's notice for danger to come about. You got it up?
Yep.
Oh. I have to say, I mean, honestly, not bad technique. He kept his hands up the whole time. When he was throwing those punches, he was bringing his hands right back to his chin. Good form, man. Good form. Is your form up to par like that?
No, neither is my self-awareness. I would just be like, and that thing hit me, Could have been somebody trying to attack me, and I wouldn't have even known.
Yeah, he used his legs too, which most people don't do when they're in fights. They forget that they have feet to throw kicks. Honestly, if I ran into that kid on the street and had to throw down, I might be a little intimidated. He's
I'd give it to him.
Bad. You got to give it to him. You got to give it to him for sure. Now, Alex, I actually, we know it's the audience's favorite night of the week. And it's my favorite night of the week as well. But Alex, I do have a bone to pick with you, my friend. I have to call you out. Yeah, I mean, it has to be done. I'm sorry. I don't mean to do this. I'm not doing this to be mean, but I think you have some explaining to do. Let's listen to what you had to say just a few days ago. This is on Joel Sedicase Think Institute's debate stream on Monday night.
Welcome to your favorite stream of the week. I know it's my favorite stream of the week. And
Alex, my guy.
Not me.
Your favorite stream of the week is not Thursday
That's
night.
not me. You ever hear of a thing called AI?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough, Alex.
Yeah, but
Fair
and
enough.
how do you know when I say it for Thursday nights, how do you know I'm not lying about Monday nights instead?
Well, I guess I don't know. So let's settle it here today. What is your favorite live stream of the week? Don't worry, I'm not going to tell Joel.
Well, see, what I meant to say is, there's categories in life. And so you can have more than one number one, Jeremiah, all right?
I suppose you're right. I suppose I could have a favorite debate stream and a favorite political stream.
Exactly.
I guess that's true. Okay. All right, Alex. I'll let you off the hook. On that one. Now, Alex, we oftentimes on this live stream like to highlight the low IQ of the left wing of the American political spectrum. And unfortunately, they just provide endless evidences of this every time they open their mouth. And there was a on the street reporter who gave us some more evidences of this. See, because they'll come in our chat, right? And they'll try to sound smart by dropping their favorite talking points. And they typically think, right, that if they like reword the talking point a little bit, that maybe they'll get one over on us. And well, it never really works. But Caitlin Bennett, this comes courtesy of Caitlin Bennett.
Crowder just posted about her.
Oh, did he? I did not see that.
Yeah.
Let's see her woman on the street interview here.
Who do you have more in common with, a Trump supporter or a radical Islamist?
Radical Islamist.
You saw someone wearing one of those red hats chanting "Make America Great Again," or you saw someone shouting "Allahu Akbar" running down the breezeway here. Who would you feel more safe with?
The one shouting Allahu Akbar. Yeah.
Yeah. What is it about Trump supporters that you don't think you'd get along with them so well?
I'm gay.
But you would get along with a radical Islamist?
I couldn't tell.
You're gay.
Right. A, I couldn't tell. You hide it so well. And B, did anyone tell her that Islamists kill gay people, that murder gay people in cold blood? Does she not? Is she?
No, you're just an Islamophobe, and Muslims don't actually believe the Quran, Jeremiah.
Oh, right. That's right. What am I thinking?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. In solidarity with radical Islamists, would you look at the camera and say in solidarity, Allahu Akbar?
Allahu Akbar.
And would you say "Make America Great Again" in solidarity with the Trump supporters?
No.
What is a bigger threat to America today, radical Islam or Trump supporters?
Trump supporters. I'll say Trump.
Trump supporters in MAGA.
Yeah.
Who was it, Alex, that we talked about last week that threw the bomb? Was that the MAGA guy?
Yeah. I think he was your typical white, blonde-haired, blue-eyed racist. No, it wasn't.
No. It was the radical Islamist who threw that nail bomb. This is just crazy.
Yeah.
I would say Trump supporters in MAGA.
I would have to go with the Trump supporters.
Trump supporters in MAGA.
Trump supporters in MAGA.
I'd say MAGA.
Did you see him look at his wife to make sure he was
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Trump supporters in MAGA.
Yeah.
But we should be able to allow people to be who they are.
Yeah. Even if they're a radical Islamist.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's no
Even if they want to kill you and your entire family. Yes.
Yeah.
right to judge them.
So if someone came running down the street, Allahu Akbar, or if there was someone on the opposite side saying, "Make America Great Again," got my red hat on, which side would you run to?
Hey,
I don't know.
As
thought
Christian.
about it. Props to her. Like, she actually did some critical thinking there in that moment.
You said the bomb's in his hand right now? Actually.
I know. Like, usually people wouldn't get props for that, but she at least thought about it. Like, most of these people have just answered right away. without even like. Do you think these people have ever met a Trump supporter?
Yeah. But they're in their family, and because of their hatred for Trump, one of three things either happens. Either they don't talk about politics with the family to keep it civil, which is rare. Or the other person in the family, the Trump supporter, doesn't talk politics to keep it civil. That's more likely the case. Or you just dead name everybody in your family, and you just don't talk to them because they're filthy, evil Trump supporters.
Filthy Trump tards. Right. Yeah.
Happens a lot.
It does. It actually does. You're not lying there.
And we're following Christ. Do you think it's important to call out radical Islam?
No, because it's a freedom of religion.
Yeah, it's a freedom of religion.
How many terrorist attacks did Trump supporters engage in last week?
So many.
Just guess.
Thousands.
If you're a radical Islamist watching this right now, we pray for your conversion.
Yeah, it's whatever they want to do, then do it. Whatever they want to do. Then do it. Whatever they want to do, 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 then do it.
So, first of all, go ahead.
Well, this is the entire argument they use for homosexuality, right? Like, just let everybody live their life. Whatever they want to do, just let them do it. Well, this is the entailment of that argument. They're just being consistent.
Honestly, that is, they're just being consistent for sure. But then to have two Christians who won't even pray for their conversion, like, you don't want them to come to Christ? No, please go to hell.
What's super shocking is, like, she didn't give anybody an out by saying, what do you support? Trump supporters or Muslims? She said, she could have said, what do you support? Radical right-wing Trump supporters or radical Islam? She lobbed up the easiest softball. She said, just, your regular everyday Trump supporter who maybe owns a MAGA hat versus radical Islam. Who do you think is better for this country? And they say radical Islam.
In his hand. And there's a Trump supporter with a MAGA hat. Right. People are
man.
Scary. Yeah, it is scary because ignorance. Maybe I'll play the video one of these times because we talk about dumb leftists a lot. But there is a video. It's called. Are you familiar with Dietrich Bonhoeffer?
I believe so. He's the guy. He's on a book and he's got the white hair. It's all poofy. No.
Dietrich Bonhoeffer, the famous theologian from Germany who went against all the churches in Germany were going with Hitler.
Did he write a systematic theology?
I'm not sure what exactly his particulars were in theology, but he started the churches that were like, hey, we can't go with Hitler. Like, we have to be opposed to what he's doing. We can't. And then he fled to the United States.
Okay.
Then he tried to assassinate Hitler, and then he got caught and thrown in the concentration camps. But he's got it's called The Theory of Stupidity. He wrote while he was in prison, while he was in the concentration camps. He wrote something called The Theory of Stupidity, and how stupidity is actually extremely dangerous because you can't reason with stupid people, and they are very emotionally attached to their terrible ideas. It's like a 6-minute long video. Maybe I'll play it one of these times because it breaks it down, like the spirituality and science behind it. Like, you're like, yeah, that's actually what is more dangerous to society, a smart evil person or an idiot?
Huh. Yeah, it's interesting.
But let's get to the big news story today that we are leading off with in our title. Oh man, of course, these freaking news. They got ads. Sorry, I'm like fighting ads right now because when it's not mainstream, they have to pay for. New York Post: illegal immigrants from Africa, India, and China are voting in U.S. elections. Here is how they're doing it. I'm going to skim through this article because it is kind of long, but we have. What you want to pronounce that word for me, Alex?
I can't see it so small.
Mauritanian. Mauritanian illegal immigrant marked for deportation since 2002.
Yeah,
has
I don't know my
continued to live in
country
the
like
U.S.
that.
as a registered Democrat, and he has voted in every election since 2008. Goes by the nickname
Whoa.
Sacco Scorpion.
Wait.
Yes.
Why is that even relevant?
Mahadi Sacco. His name is Mahadi Sacco, and his nickname is the Sacco Scorpion. No clue why that is, but kind of a cool nickname. But he was busted in Philadelphia. He cast a ballot in 2024. He's picked up in a joint operation from ICE and the FBI. So ICE and the FBI, they're going after these people now. There were about 14 million people who are in the country legally, but who are not citizens, according to Pew Research. It's way worse than the left says. Pennsylvania, a crucial swing state, stands out for disastrous alien voter registration because they have what's called the Motor Voter Program, which registers voters at the DMV. And this program inadvertently has allowed approximately 100,000 non-citizens to register to vote, though some state officials dispute this number. An Indian citizen in Pennsylvania, last name Patel, not even going to try to pronounce that first name, will stand trial this month for voting in 2020. Patel's lawyer says that he, instead of excusing the action, he just says he's a proud father of 2 young daughters. Please feel bad for my client. On March 6th, Canadian Denise Bouchard pleaded guilty to 2 counts of making false claims he was a U.S. citizen to vote in 2022 and 2024 in North Carolina. In another shocking case, Chinese national Hoaxing Gao, 19, was a student at the University of Michigan, charged on June 3rd last year for voting in the 2024 election. In October 2025, sweep in Arkansas picked up a Cuban national who has been here since 1999 and has voted in several elections as well. This girl from Kazakhstan, 50, voted in the 2024 election. 2 Ukrainian women in Florida, both registered Democrats, cast ballots in 2024, and so on and so forth. It's happening. Here's mugshots of some of these people. Jamaican national voted in 2024, age 52. Dude, this is crazy. They tell us it's not happening, and here we are seeing it firsthand that it is happening. What's up, Luke? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. We appreciate you being here. Alex, what's I mean, they can't deny it anymore, right? I mean, they're at the left is going to admit that illegal voters is an actual thing.
No, because then they would have to support the SAVE Act, right?
Yeah, yes, they would.
Because the only reason that the SAVE Act is bad is not because we believe illegal citizens should be voting, but illegal citizen or did I say illegal citizens?
Illegal citizens.
Because illegal or undocumented, whatever you want to call them, aren't voting, then we don't actually need to pass a SAVE Act because that's just going to make it harder for certain people to be able to vote. But if now we see the problem, it's proven. So there's no more excuse, but I'm sure they'll come up with something else.
They always do. They always do. In fact, here's what they'll point to. They'll say, but Jeremiah and Alex, yes, illegal aliens have voted in elections, but look, see, judging by your own article, they've all been arrested. They're all being prosecuted right now. Well, sure. But the problem is that their votes have already counted. They've already voted. Those votes have been cast. So it's like, especially the ones who, like, I know I mentioned one voted in 2022 midterm election. Like, some of these races, come down to like a couple dozen votes. Some come down to like single digit votes. So if you have illegals voting, even if it's just a few of them, that could change the outcome of an election because they're not going back to take their votes off. Like the votes have already been cast. Like, that's the crazy thing. And some people have been here since 1999, 2002, voting in every election. You think they went back to the Obama election and removed their vote and said, oh, that doesn't count anymore? No, the vote counted. That's the crazy part.
It is crazy.
Speaking of the SAVE Act, I'm kind of glad you brought that up because I do have an update on that. Breaking news. Oh, and stick around to the end because Alex, I need your presuppositional apologetic approach to something in regards to Netanyahu. So make sure you stick around to the end for that. Yeah. I definitely want your take on this coming up here at the end. But from Gunther Egelman, let me share my screen again because I'm a novice at sharing screen. Sorry, folks. Breaking: the U.S. Senate. There we go. The U.S. Senate is staying all weekend, no recess, no going home as the Save America Act debate drags on and the DHS shutdown chaos continues. So they brought it to the floor. They're forcing the debate. My goodness, dude, this would be a huge victory. I do believe this is Mike Lee, Senator Mike Lee. Let's hear what he had to say during today's debates.
Even where actual doubts exist as to someone's citizenship. You make it almost impossible to detect and very, very difficult to prosecute. Voting is, moreover, something that happens in a finite time and place, and most of the time, by the time it all happens, the matter is moot, and so it can be difficult to move on. This is why I sometimes will compare this to when people say we don't need to put these procedures in place because it's already against the law for non-citizens to vote, therefore they don't vote, and that's why it's so rare. That's a little bit like saying we don't need laws that require liquor stores to make people show ID before they buy alcohol, because we already have laws prohibiting the sale of beverages to children. If we didn't have ID laws or record-keeping requirements in place for such things, that too would be very, very difficult, close to impossible to detect and enforce and prosecute and result in convictions.
What do you think of that analogy?
Yeah, no, it's a perfect analogy.
Ohio Patriot also fact check me on that. Was that Mike Lee? I'm not sure. I think it is Mike Lee, but not 100% on that. But yeah, dude, I don't know. What do you think? What's going on the SAVE Act? And then while you're giving us your opinion, let me pull up Kalshi and see what the prediction markets are predicting for the SAVE Act.
Did it pass the Senate?
It passed the House. It's in the Senate, and they're finally bringing it to the floor for a debate.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what the likelihood of it passing is, to be honest.
Well, it's not looking good here at Kalshi. Will the SAVE Act become law? 89% no. 11% yes. So it's not looking good in the prediction markets. You got to wonder if I mean they caved to our pressure. The pressure worked. I mean, we've been screaming at John Thune to bring it to the floor for a vote to do this. I can't think of a reason other than Republican rhinos dissenting and voting against it that this would fail. When you have the majority, like, this should pass. It doesn't make any sense that it wouldn't pass. Drives me nuts, dude. How do you feel about fake Republicans? Do you vote in your primaries, Alex?
No, I've never voted in a primary before.
You got to vote in the primaries, Alex, because that's how you get crappy Republicans in here in the first place, because they cruise right through the primaries.
I live in probably the most Democratic state in the entire country. So I'm not sure. That's probably why I haven't been really voting on anything over here.
What I mean, when people are up for election, I mean, is it just like two Democrats running against each other, or does the Republican just get crushed?
Yeah, I don't even know, to be honest. I haven't really followed local politics at all. I know who the mayor of my city is, but that's about it.
And
I just know it's heavily Democrat, pretty much everywhere. I think there's like a couple Republican mayors throughout the state, but not many.
Well, that is unfortunate, but that's why you got to vote in the primaries. Well, at least, I mean, when like tax levies come up, do you vote for that stuff?
Nope. I
Nope.
wouldn't even know where to begin.
Oh,
all right, and
we
so
got to
the
get you
state
involved in the
legislature.
democratic process, sir.
So this is our state legislature. Yeah, we definitely do. Rhode Island House of Representatives, 10 Republicans out of 75 members. Rhode Island State Senate, 4 Republicans out of 38 members. We definitely got
low.
some, but yeah, it is pretty.
Maybe that is your cue to run, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some more clout. Speaking of running for mayor, my boy Rogelio dropped out.
Oh, he's not going to debate you now?
Well, we debated already, but he's not going to run for mayor anymore.
Oh, he's not going to run for mayor.
Done.
I see. Is it because you crushed him so badly in that debate?
I'm going with that. Yeah. I have to re-release the video because I didn't realize both me and James put it on members only. So I'm going to re-release it, and it's going to be the debate that forced Mayor Rogelio out of the race.
There you go. I was wondering why I couldn't find it because you were talking about that on one of our streams. I'm like, I don't remember seeing that debate. But yeah, so SAVE Act. I mean, it needs to pass. Will it pass? It's not looking good. But you're going to win 8.5 times your money if you go to Kalshi and bet on yes. Yeah. Let me see. So if I bet yes, if I put $100 down on yes, that'll net me a cool 910 if it passes. Now, Donald Trump said he's not signing any other bills into law until they pass the SAVE Act. So who folds first, Donald Trump or the Senate?
I don't know. Donald's he's very strong in his rhetoric, and he's very he likes to wave it around, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if he necessarily likes to drop the hammer, I think he's really a softie at heart.
You think so?
I do. I think Trump's a softie at heart. He reminds me of my dad, where he very strong on the outside and like,
yeah.
I will burn this place to the ground if I don't get what I want. But then even if he doesn't get what he wants, he's like, a little soft.
Interesting. Okay. I don't know, man, because let's think about this. And I was going to cover this today. If we have time, I might, but 2 days ago, no one in NATO, our allies, were coming to help us secure the Strait of Hormuz, right? Because Iran is somehow still attacking ships there. They're attacking civilian ships. And no one was going to help us. And Trump was angry about that. And he got on Truth and he's, in the press. And then he's like, you know what? We don't need your help, But then today, Japan, UK, France, Germany, and somebody else are like, okay, we're sending you ships and to help secure the Strait of Hormuz. It literally took 2 days for Donald Trump to get them to fold.
What did he do? He didn't do anything.
I think he may have passively threatened. I think he veiled a threat to maybe we shouldn't we spend billions in NATO. Maybe we shouldn't spend billions in NATO anymore. You know what I mean? He didn't come straight out and say I'm going to withhold money, but he kind of dropped a veiled threat.
And that proves my point. He gets the job done most of the time.
Right.
It's just when it comes to like actually dropping the hammer, if they test him, I don't know if he's as firm as we would like him to be.
Bombing Iran, dropping the hammer?
Yeah, that's the exception for sure.
So I guess it depends on it's calculated hammers, not necessarily I'm going to drop the hammer every time.
Fair enough.
Trump said France was going to help, and he said, "But it's France." That's right. Like when have they ever helped anything? They're always the ones who need help.
True.
France hasn't had a good army since, I don't know, the medieval period. Napoleon. I'm sorry. Napoleon was after the medieval period. But even his moronic self went into Russia and got crushed. But that reminds me, speaking of getting crushed, my friend, we just not that long ago, when we first started this live stream, we said the problem is these Antifa terrorists are not getting thrown in prison. They're not getting arrested. They're not getting crushed. Well, that all changed not that long ago, my friend. Let me pull up this news story. There we go. Geez, one of these days I'll get this right and quick. All members of Texas Antifa cell convicted in the first federal terrorism trial. 9 defendants accused of a July 4th, 2025 ambush on a Texas ICE facility. I remember that. I wish we were live doing our live stream back then because that was a huge news story, including providing support to terrorists and attempted murder of federal officers. All of them guilty. Federal jury in Fort Worth has convicted all 9 of them. The verdict followed 2 full days of deliberation after a trial that lasted 12 days. I'm surprised it lasted that long. You'd think in Texas, you could have got that done in 24 hours.
Yeah.
Jurors found the defendants guilty of providing materials to support terrorism, rioting, conspiracy, using carry explosive. The jury acquitted the group on 2 of the charges, aiding attempted murder and aiding firearm discharge, which is odd. Kind of curious to why they came to that decision. Benjamin Song, the ringleader, wasn't charged with the explosives. Daniel Rolado, Mexican national, found guilty. Of course, he's a Mexican national. Found guilty of conspiracy to conceal documents and corruptly concealing the documents of records of the attack. His partner found guilty of conspiracy. Where's the verdict or the sentence? Or have they been sentenced? Attorney General Pam Bondi said today's verdict shows the FBI remains committed to identifying, locating, and dismantling Antifa and its funding networks. That is key. Haven't seen any funding networks busted up yet, said FBI Director Kash Patel. I don't see a sentence, so they must have not been sentenced yet. Because it is not giving me any timelines. But anyways, hey man, that is a step in the right direction, is it not?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a good step in the right direction. I mean, did they arrest them on terrorism or what were the charges?
So let me see here. There was all kinds of charges. Yes, there was providing support to terrorists, attempted murder of federal officers, conspiracy, conspiracy to conceal documents, corruptly concealing documents of record of the attack. Yes. Today's verdict on terrorism charges will not be the last, Trump administration says.
Good.
So this is actually their second trial because the first trial was a mistrial because a judge learned one of the defense attorneys questioning the potential jurors was wearing a left-wing political shirt.
Interesting.
Yes, a police officer was shot in the neck during this attack that they did.
Whoa.
But yeah, attempted murder of federal officers. That's hopefully going to be 25 to life for these scum. And hopefully this is a domino effect because this is definitely what has been needed. Like you can't let these people just go on rampaging throughout the country and face 0 consequences like they did during Joe Biden's entire presidency.
Right.
Do you think that they're going to break up the money though?
Break up the money that's
funding
these
like the people
groups?
the people who are funding these insane terrorists.
How do you even do that, to be honest? Like we had Doge,
right?
And they did absolutely nothing about NGOs funding Antifa and other things like that. Protests and whatnot. We weren't even aware of it back then.
That's true.
Maybe some people were, but most people weren't.
Wake up, Alex. Our audience can see. Yeah, I think you have to go after the NGOs. So if these people received money from any nonprofit organization, I imagine like you have to bust them on conspiracy to commit terrorism or something. I'm not sure how deep in the weeds like I can go with that, but I feel like if you're funding people who are attacking violently federal officers, like there's got to be a way to trace that back to somebody and bust them for that.
Yeah.
Plus, this also proves that that Antifa's not an organization. You know how the left tries to tell you, like, well, they don't actually exist.
Well, no, you see, Trump is just labeling this group Antifa because he needs. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, right?
Right.
Yeah.
For sure. And that is the tip of the iceberg, I think.
Because speaking of arrests, don't you want to see some arrests in Minnesota?
Dude, I so badly want to see some arrests in Minnesota. I don't understand how there has been, up to now, no arrests in Minnesota. I don't get it.
Yeah,
yes,
I don't know.
I do want to see somebody get arrested. Because there was the arrests for the COVID scam stuff, but all the stuff that Nick Shirley uncovered,
that took about a year.
Yeah.
From when the investigators started gathering evidence to when they opened the case.
So when did Nick Shirley break that? January. So hopefully by next January we'll see somebody arrested.
Yeah. Because honestly, like I'm saying it as if we know there's fraud there. I believe we do, and that arrests should be coming. I have friends or people who DM me who say, well, the reason we know there is no fraud is because there hasn't been arrests. But that just doesn't work logically.
No, it doesn't work logically. Now, if 4 years go by and there's no arrests, I guess you could lean on that argument, even though it's a dumb argument to begin with.
Yeah.
But it does take time to put a case together. So hopefully they put something together. But yeah, I agree. Pam Bondi is protecting somebody because we keep getting the low-hanging fruit, but we never get the guy at the top. When are we going to get the freaking guy at the top? It drives me nuts. But Alex, let me jump to this other story because while Antifa is a threat, I want to play, it's about a minute long, legendary and genius historian Bill Federer is laying out the danger of Islam, because that's another, like, we got two fronts happening right now, which is like, how do you fight two fronts? Like, we can't even organize as conservatives because we got Candace Owens and the Jew haters and Tucker Carlson and everybody fighting with each other.
Yeah.
And yet we have to fight the left and Antifa, and we have to fight Islam. I think that is going to end up being detrimental in the long run if we can't unite again. But some very scary, what do you call it? Foreshadowing here. I want to play for you. Oop, got it.
So they say that by 2030, there will be a majority Muslim population in Europe, and they'll just flat out vote in Sharia law. And it won't just be no-go zones where they take over entire neighborhoods in Paris or around Belgium and London. No, they'll take over entire cities. And people forget, Egypt was completely Christian for 6 centuries. It's not anymore. All of North Africa was completely Christian for 6 centuries. It's not anymore. All of Turkey, all 7 churches mentioned in the book of Revelation were all in Turkey. And they were all taken over by the Muslim Turks. Constantinople was the largest Christian city in the world, and the largest Christian church in the world for hundreds of years was the Hagia Sophia, and it got turned into a mosque, and so they want to do the same thing with the Vatican. And recently they allowed Muslim prayers in the Vatican, so we see that's headed in that direction. Wow! And the tremendous number of burning of churches in Europe.
And if you talk,
and before you say, hey man, that is just That's just a historian who's written, I don't know, a million books. And what does he know? Well,
with
in their own words,
Allah is not shy of the truth. We don't say that Islam is here to live, to coexist with lots of different religions and all of us can just hold hands and be friends. This religion was sent to dominate the world. It was sent to be superior, to extinguish the light of every other religion and to be superior to it. But we're not shy to say it, and we don't find that to be something that we should be shy to say, that this religion has been sent to dominate, to wipe out, to take out every other religion, to eclipse it, to be superior to it, to have the people leave every religion and to accept Islam. And if that requires fighting to achieve it, then it requires fighting to achieve it. Because the greatest purpose for which jihad was legislated is to make the word of Allah the highest and the word of those who disbelieve the lowest.
So if they could kill us and fight us, they would, to instill Islam. But you heard Bill, they don't even have to do that here because you let them in, they'll just vote for it. They'll just vote Sharia law. And then what do you do?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they can or are capable of fighting us, so they have to do it this way. So here's the thing. At what point did you start disagreeing with him when he was talking?
Who? The Muslim guy?
The Muslim. Yeah. Obviously, he's talking about Islam, but let's say someone else was in his spot, a Christian, and he was talking about Christianity. Where would you stop him?
Probably dominate. I would stop him there, and then I would probably if we have to fight to do it, I would then stop there again.
Okay. And so the first one, why would you stop there?
To dominate? Because Jesus doesn't call us to dominate in that way. We are called to spread the gospel, which is a message, and share that message, not to dominate people with some kind of law or physical force.
What about because we are supposed to take dominion, right? And that
Correct.
is a form of dominating. But I get what you're saying. You're saying like the way he means dominate is either here's the tip of my sword or become a Muslim.
Right. Or I'm going to subjugate you and turn you into a second-class citizen for refusing to convert. So I'm either going to kill you or I'm going to make you live a terrible life as a second-class citizen. And that's how I'm going to dominate. I'm not going to let you build churches. Now, I don't think we should be allowing the building of mosques either. So I guess I kind of do fall on that side of things as well. But yeah, I think, there's no such thing as radical Islam. It's all just authentic Islam. But yeah, that's kind of where I would draw the line. Why? Where are you? I feel like you're leading somewhere here.
No, I was just curious because part of what he's saying, I'm like, yeah, let's do it. But you're right in the sense of no.
Oh, you shaved the beard. You're not Islamic anymore.
Yeah, right. But in the sense of, I want Christianity to have dominion over the world. Sure. I don't want to live in a society with multiple religions and everybody's just kumbaya. That's not reality. I want to live in a Christian nation that is not just nationally Christian, but thoroughly Christian. And
sure.
But I get what you're saying. There's a wrong way to take dominion. Like you're not going to be able to defend killing people if they don't convert, right? In a Christian framework.
Correct. And I can't stop you from being a different religion. But and it's tough. It's like, where has God placed you? What type of government are you living under? There's a lot of nuance to it, right? So I'll just speak to America since we live in America. If my version of taking dominion would be like, well, we have to get good Christians into office and make Christian laws that reflect our morality, and that is how we then continue to have the freedom to share the gospel. I can't make you not be a Muslim, but I can create laws that prevent your worldview from influencing the laws of the country.
Yeah. I like that.
But again, that might be different depending on where you're at, right? If I'm in a dictatorship or a monarchy, then my method might have to be a little different, you know?
Yeah. Many Christian nations are monarchies.
For sure. Yeah. The only true theocracy that ever existed, I mean, I know Rome is probably the Vatican. When I say Rome, I mean the Vatican is probably the closest, papal rule. They had a lot of influence. It was kind of a theocracy, but the only true theocracy that ever existed is Israel prior to King Saul. God was literally their king.
Okay, so you're saying it can't be a real theocracy unless God is actually king?
Yes. I think God, and they had a genuine fear of God for a while. I mean, we know how the end of the book of Judges kind of went. So they kind of lost that fear a little bit, and then they were like, I don't want you to be my king anymore. I want a human king. But that was a true theocracy, right? It was they didn't have prisons, they didn't have police. They every man was armed and was expected to serve in the military, and there was no they just obeyed God's law. They didn't need a human king to enforce that. They just did it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I don't know. I feel like maybe you disagree a little bit.
No, I just haven't thought of it like that before.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I made you think, even though we're not on the Think Debate channel. Now, folks, I do have this final story here before we get into Bibi Netanyahu, who, you know me. Well, we'll get to that later. But first, I have to cover this story because this is some tinfoil hat stuff that people will tell you is not real. But we know from government documents that it 100% is real, and now we have even more proof that it is real. Okay, you got to pull it up. Yeah, don't mind the ads. It's the Daily Mail. CIA accused of poisoning the sky with toxins as files expose secret weather control agenda. I knew they were cloud seeding. I knew they were trying to do this. More evidence. Once top secret CIA files have detailed America's plans to control the world by manipulating the weather. Who was it that said he who controls the weather controls the world? Someone said that. It was famous. The documents declassified in 2003 discussed the controversial topic of weather modification. The tactic of launching rockets or using planes. By the way, I think Ohio is cloud seeding. We've had some real weird snow that look like beads. It didn't look like all the snow that we've had this year has been so bizarre. I'm like, this is not natural weather. Anyways, but they've been launching rockets or using planes to dump chemicals into the atmosphere that alter the climate and local storm systems. Although the resurfaced documents from 1965 did not mention the specific chemicals used, they did discuss the need for more funding of the weather modification project that would soon be used as a weapon of war. In fact, the memos noted that federal funding for the secret program was set 4 times higher in 1967, the same year the U.S. began spraying toxins over Vietnam to cause floods and landslides. The 18-page report recently shared by conspiracy theorists. Hold on now. I don't think we deserve that title anymore. I think we're conspiracy analysts is what we are. We're not theorists. We're analysts. Years after it was quietly placed into the CIA's public archives, including a letter praising the classified operation from Lyndon B. Johnson, former president. Johnson's endorsement of the weather project came just 3 years after he gave an ominous speech on the future of America and the work to create weather satellites with the power to strengthen storms. Johnson's letters among the 18-page report from September of that year. By 1967, however, this work expanded to Project Popeye, which was used against enemy supply lines during the Vietnam War to artificially extend the country's monsoon season, which is crazy to think about. The U.S. government has maintained the weather modification has been used only to weaken dangerous storms and to induce rain in drought-stricken areas. Yeah, right. Give me a freaking break. We only use it for good. I promise you. Sure. You can read the document yourself. It's pretty quite fascinating. But this of course brings into the conversation chemtrails, right? A lot of people have been talking about chemtrails, them trails from planes that you see in the sky that nobody ever thinks twice of. Well, now we are thinking twice about those. According to U.S. Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and environmental researcher Dave Wingington, chemtrails allegedly contain toxins and metals, including aluminum, barium, strontium, and even mercury. They're spraying mercury in our skies. Those materials are put into jet fuel, RFK claims. I'm going to do everything in my power to stop it, find out who's doing it, and hold them accountable. The vast majority of scientists have long declared this theory as false because we know, the science is right about everything, right? However, the declassified files of former President Johnson's own words have revealed new evidence that the U.S. was in a Cold War battle to master weather control. This Wigington guy, researcher for 30 years, claimed that the conspiracy surrounding chemtrails was not only true, but actually crippled the Earth's ability to naturally overcome pollution caused by humans. He said lab tests on rain samples, photos of specialized planes carrying these chemicals, government documents, whistleblower testimony all show clear evidence that a secret program has been attempted to manipulate the weather. Alex, it's no longer a conspiracy. We were right the whole freaking time. They're manipulating the weather, and they're not doing it to bring rain to poor countries with no rain.
Hey, look, I wasn't always right because I was never a chemtrail believer.
No.
But I mean, I didn't necessarily think it was crazy. I just never cared about it really. But this is very alarming now seeing this.
So are you turning the corner on chemtrails?
Yeah, I used to think it was probably not true. But I didn't necessarily care. And now I'm like, oh well, yeah. I mean, it is interesting to see RFK Jr. That's a bold statement to make. Everybody already thinks he's crazy. So he doesn't need any more heat, and then he comes out with that. It's like, all right, well, he's willing to put his name on it.
Right. But of course, the left thinks he's crazy. The chemtrails, they're probably thinking the same thing that we thought years ago about chemtrails. But now, dude, yeah, I don't know. You said you've had some crazy weather where you're at. Yeah, I'm telling you, dude, the snow here this season, this winter season has been weird looking. It's like, them, those packets that are in things to keep stuff fresh. You know what I mean? The silicone packets or the silica packets. Yeah. Have you ever ripped one open and seen the beads? Yeah, that's what they look like, dude. That's what the snow in Ohio has looked like this year. I've never seen anything like it.
Not quite hail.
No, yeah, not quite hail. But it's
beads
when it's
snow.
on the and you got to get up close to see it. Looking at the snow, it looks normal, but I don't know. It's been bizarre. So it's what else are they doing up in that? Why are they putting mercury in the air? You got to wonder how America, with the most advanced technology and all this money, has one of the most unhealthy populations in the entire globe. Yeah, you got to think that this plays a part of it, right?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely can't be helping.
Right. It's not helping my cancer.
I wish they would drop testosterone from the sky or something.
Right, drop something that could help some people. Yeah, because we do have a low T problem in this country as well. That's for dang sure. Let's see. Your boy in Colorado, we only had 3 storms all winter. We usually have snow from October to late March, early April. Yeah, see what I'm saying, man? It's bizarre. 60 degrees all January. Yeah, something going on. Something ain't right. there is no safe level of mercury. Correct. Yeah, like even just a little bit will mess you up pretty bad. But I don't know. Any other thoughts on that?
No, I mean, I hope that we get to see more, for sure.
For sure. All right, last thing for you. We're gonna jump. All the Jew haters will probably love this because Netanyahu said something that. Well,
wait, he's alive?
Yeah, he's alive. There is a conspiracy on that as well, which we didn't have time to get to. Maybe we'll get to it next week. But
by he's alive, you mean like alive like Jim Carrey?
Yeah.
Imagine we see Netanyahu come back and he's just got Botox.
Right.
Talking different languages.
Okay, I want you to hear what he has to say, and then I want your apologetics response to this.
Also wrote The Lessons of History, very brief, 100-page book, in which he said, well, history proves that, unfortunately and unhappily, Jesus Christ has no advantage over Genghis Khan. Because if you are strong enough, ruthless enough, powerful enough, evil will overcome good. Aggression will overcome moderation. So you have no choice. If you look at the world as it is today, you have to be blind not to see that the democracies led by the United States have to reassert their will to defend themselves and to oppose their enemies in time while there's still time, before the jarring gong of danger wakes them up and wakes them up too late. This is where we are now. The fact that people don't see that, the fact that a lot of the news media are harking on a lot of fake news, but also a lot of short-sightedness, and do not see the historic period and the historic struggle that we are engaged in now, doesn't obviate these truths.
So what he said at the beginning there, Jesus Christ, what do you say? Jesus Christ has no advantage over Genghis Khan, because if you're not strong enough and ruthless enough or powerful enough, evil will overcome good. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ has conquered more people than Genghis Khan by far. So I don't know.
What the heck is he talking about?
Inaccurate, yeah. Historically inaccurate.
That's crazy that Grok said that. People are sharing it as if it was just came out today, that video. But I don't know, like what would you, if that was his position in a debate, what would be your counter? Just that Jesus Christ has conquered more people than Genghis Khan has?
Yeah, the only thing I could think of that he's trying to say is that Christianity was spread by the sword too. If he held that position, then maybe that would make sense.
Right.
Saying that Christianity only spread by the sword, which would be a stupid position to hold. But because like the only thing people can point to is the Crusades, and the Crusades can mostly be regarded as defensive. Not everything, but so I would just, it'd just be historically inaccurate. But I think people know that. People who are as smart as Bibi Netanyahu, who are as powerful as that, they know what they're doing. Like, they don't, when you're just a speaker, that's the thing, right? When you don't have to debate and you can just speak, you speak with enough confidence, you can pretty much say anything.
Right.
Without having to back it up.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, that rubbed me the wrong way, because Christ is not would not be defeated by Genghis Khan. Because he would be defeated by no man.
On the Al-Ra.
I'll leave you guys out with this because this is one of the craziest videos I've ever seen. This is a news reporter. I believe this is in regards to the war going on right now.
Along the border, including the Al-Marj outpost opposite Merkaba, and carried out drone strikes on the Al-Raheb site near Aitar al-Shab. Further rocket attacks were reported against Nahariya and admitted.
Whoa.
Yeah, buddy. Talk about a job that you need a pay raise. Give that man a raise.
What
Give him
was that?
It's a rocket.
Because it wasn't a huge blast radius.
Right. Yeah, it wasn't crazy.
It was just like
Thank
a
goodness
grenade
for him.
almost.
Thank goodness for him. But that's all I got for you folks today. If you've stuck around this long, kindly hit that like button, share the show with everyone you know, and subscribe to my channel and Alex's channel if you have not already. Alex, what do you got coming up?
Just the same stuff. The Word War debate tournament has got to be starting any week now. I mean, we're getting really close. They're supposed to have the in-person event sometime in April. They have 32 debates to put on before then, so time's ticking.
Yeah, jeez.
And I don't think the debate with Destiny's happening. I'm not sure about that, but other than that, no, I'm not doing much. Just kind of focusing on debates right now instead of content. Other than our live stream show here, and I won't be doing Monday nights anymore with Joel, so we might find another day to do them. That's all
Find
I've
a day
got.
that I can participate because I like to be in the chat, and I do want to call in on one of these debates as well. But yeah, check out my channel. I got a Christian nationalist iceberg that I did where we cover 5 layers of Christian nationalism, go through some history, some theology, and then let you decide if it's your cup of tea or not.
Awesome.
But yeah, man, Jesus and freedom over everything. Love y'all. God bless. And we'll see you next Thursday at 9:30 p.m.
Have a good night, guys. God bless.